to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So Colorado's return team not doing the offense any favors there. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel.
He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Can't get past the 2, but at least avoid the safety.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Wow, opening drive, and they are now backed up 3rd and very long. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And the Buffaloes will bring their punt team onto the field. Son and kick it away, helping his team with field position. And he's able to send the punt away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Michigan's offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Here's the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space.
Toward the end zone on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Buffaloes. No chance to catch him.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's a handoff on a counter. It's a nice game. It'll move the football up to the 27.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. Now, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to field it. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Griffin. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Buffaloes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Griffin. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. BB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So, Kurt, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Running back has it on a screen now. And the defense brings him down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast and puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Wolverines pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Going with the old counter run here. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed?
On second and goal, they hand it to him again. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Michigan offense back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Defense is coming after him. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. From the shotgun, Doc's back looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And he knocks it right through the uprights. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Makes a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come.
So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
The coverage team able to bring him down.
That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out, and for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He has first down yardage at the 46.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And looking to throw now on first down. And the receiver's got it. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
And there's the handoff. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the backside.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
The back's got it on a counter. And they'll stop him after a short gain. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
No fair catch. They're going to make a return here. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying the old counter play here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Ball handed off. Hits into space at the 50. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to the 34. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now, entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 10. Oh, and he goes out at the 1. So close to a pick 6 there, but a great play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He's swarmed by the defense. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And the quarterback's going to sneak it. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The linebacker shifting around now. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really fully expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
The Buffaloes will have to punt this one away. And he's able to get the boot away. And it's fair caught right at midfield. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. They'll work the clock here with their running game. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
He'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
He's swarmed by the defense. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. Can he make it to the marker? They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenge